Hi everyone, I am Christine Cliff with Movement Monday, and we are going to talk about our IT bands. So who has had, right, a painful, pain down through this part of your thigh? I know I have at times. So what is the IT band, right? So it is like your ligaments and tendons, but it's flat. And the muscles from your thigh and your hamstring connect to it. So those muscles are pulling on it sideways, and your knee and your hip are pulling on it lengthways. And as we get older, it doesn't want to be as flexible. Like the rest of us, it also doesn't want to be as flexible. So what can we do? So one is check your dairy intake. A lot of people absorb calcium into their tendons and ligaments because they can't actually process dairy. Most people, most adults cannot process dairy. And so by the time you are in your 30s and above, your body starts to store in different places. And so that could be the case. So that's an easy thing for you to try. Eliminate dairy and see if it helps, which means less calcium is in it, which means it becomes more flexible again. So that is number one. Number two is making sure that your thighs and your hamstrings and your glutes are actually as strong as they need to be for what you want to get done. Okay, so strengthening up your quads and your hamstrings, that's number two in helping your IT band not be as painful. The third one is making sure that they are as long and stretched as possible. Okay, so when we stand wide-legged, we actually shorten the IT band. It doesn't need to stretch. It's in its shortened state. The more you have your legs out, the shorter it actually is. The same as if we're sitting certain ways, you sit with your foot right underneath your bum, whatever. It all is shortening the IT band. So one of the things you can do, and this is number three, is to stretch out the IT band. And the thing that I love to do the most for it is you want to stretch both sides. And I usually recommend starting with the one that doesn't bother you first. Okay, so you understand how your body wants to move. And then you take the leg that's bothering you and you put that foot behind the other one. I'm going to move back. Okay, so you have the bad leg, let's call it, okay, or the tight IT band leg in the back. And then you're going to take this hip and you're going to punch it out. So you're going to tip that out and you're going to stretch from your hip down to your knee wherever that is tight. You may wish to do a full stretch, arm up, but really popping that hip out, right, the hip, the bum, push it all out and feel that stretch. Mine is really, really on the top part. And with this, you want to make sure that your knee doesn't really bend. And you may start with the knee bent a little, with the hip popped out, and then straighten the knee a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. Because when we bend the knee, we allow this to release. So it doesn't have to stretch as much. Okay, so that's just a little tip with that. If you try these things and the IT band is still bothering you, then please leave me a comment, leave me a message letting me know what you're going through, and I may be able to find some more tips and tricks just for you.